And I believe that last verse is how a lot of people feel here right now. The storm of life came, and Gary is no longer with us. But we have a lot to learn from this story. We have a lot to learn from Job. Job was a man of faith and character. Job was a man who sought God's grace and love. His family was a righteous family who was pleased with God and had a common thread of forgiveness, love, and grace, which bound their family together, as the immediate family has now. And that binds all of you together in this tragic incident. Everything was going well in Job's life. Job's family was blessed with health, wealth, and many plans for the future, for the entire family. I can envision them laughing together, telling stories around the dinner table. Job, like all of you, must have stood back at times and watched a miracle and a blessing that God gives called a family. He was a husband with a wife, and they brought into the world children that they loved more than anything in the world beyond description. I can imagine you, Chrissy, as a mother, carrying and holding Gary in your arms as an infant, and your other son as well. We can imagine Job teaching his son how to farm and care for cattle on the pasture, and the grace of God's song playing through the wind. Gary was an extraordinary person of faith, love, and hope, like Job. I remember Gary Smith Sr. recounting stories about his son and the love he had from him. He was a man of the land, like Job. He could do anything when it came to raising animals, skinning a deer, and I envisioned Gary being at peace with God and having his quiet moments of a son working side by side with his father God. I can envision Gary and the love he had for his wife Tiffany and the children. I have seen family pictures of the family together bound in faith, hope, and love, much like Job and his family. There was a day that changed Job's life forever. A storm came into the land. Dark clouds engulfed the sky, and tragedy struck the family. Gary was taken from this earth, and the storms of life brought the pain of remembrance and hope.